Let's learn how to send some email using the registration system. This is how we get into the registration system right here. And what we are looking for is send email. We can use this to do racers or crew members. So right here, we have a few selections that we can make. There's not really a list of emails that we export. Instead, we choose who we want and then put that list together. Generally, we will say the drivers or the riders, the motorcycle people, the primary entrant, and we could have navigators here also. We may want to have crew chief, or managers, depending on what we're doing. We can send it to all the entries that are currently involved. And these are checked by default, and by default we include all of these. The approved is also by default, and generally leave that there. You could send email to the not approved group. That is, when we look at these entrants here, who are approved or not. So in general, what we want to do is send email. We're going to take all of this stuff, leave it at the default. All of this, leave it at the default. All of this, leave it at the default. And then just use this selection up here. So if we want to do all the riders, drivers, and all the navigators, then we do that. Then we generate selections. Okay, now that we've got those, we can do a few things with them. Number one, we can just preview who did we pick. And this shows us, here's the list of all the people. And maybe we need to remove one person from that list. Jason, we have already talked to Jason. And then once we have this selection, then we can send them email. We can also use the same functionality to send them a text message. So sending email, we are here. Here is the from, and then we're going to put in the subject, emails for you. And then we can put in the email body. Hi. And then we will, before we can send it, we have to preview it. And so the next step would be to preview the email. And this shows us, here's what it's going to be. And, here's who it's from. Here's where it's going, the thing, and then here's the body. We can go back and edit it, which just brings us back to this same screen. Or we can load these emails into the send buffer, and then there's a separate click to actually send them. We're not actually sending them this evening. But if we go back to here, the best thing is to have a @NASARallysports.com address. You can send it using your own email address. It's just more likely it will end up in the spam filter on the receiving side, even though it has been sent, since it is coming from the NASARallysport.com server. So just ask, and I'll set you up with an email address at NASARallysport that just forwards to your regular email. So that's the best thing to do. And that is how we send email from registration. It's right here, all the entrants.